wine with a whiskey soul.
That sounds like everything I'd want in a sentence.
Wine, whiskey, and soul.
Yeah, well, at least 2 out of 3.
Okay.
I am kidding. No, that sounds
Pick 2.
That sounds fantastic. Like I said, and thankfully, that is what we have here today. We put up a poll. If you follow us on Twitter, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but you should. Just one more click.
You'll always know what we're doing.
Exactly.
Well, at least as it pertains to the beverage world and the gaming world.
These are the 2 most important things pretty much that are going on right now. Besides voting, make sure you vote November 3rd.
That's right.
But if you go to Twitter, we always have a pinned tweet if we are going to have some sort of poll where you can actually pick the beverage for us. And we let you do that this week. And there were 2 beverages up there. There was a barrel-aged cab, and then we had a whiskey barrel-aged red blend. And, we're going to tell you which one for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the poll-winning beverage that we're about this week is the Apothic Inferno, which is aged for 60 days. It's a red wine blend aged for 60 days in whiskey barrels. And as we were teasing before, they say it's wine with a whiskey soul.
Oh, that's where you got that. I honestly thought I thought you just pulled that out of your back pocket.
If only I could have. No, not quite there yet. But
you're pretty good. Don't sell yourself short there.
But I've had a couple of different Apothic wines.
Mm-hmm.
You've had a few.
Yeah,
maybe even this in a previous vintage though, probably.
Yes, I have had.
Be a different year.
At some point, I have had this one. To be honest, to completely let all the information out there. At some point, yes, I have had this one. Apothics in general are usually much bolder, jammier, fruitier. Wines, like I said, whether they also have actually, which I have in the wine fridge, they have one that's specifically a cab, which I was very interested to try. But yeah, the Apothic Dark is very good. The regular Apothic is also very good. They've got a lot of good options.
They have a white blend, and kind of the good thing, yeah. There's an Apothic white blend. The good thing, actually, too, for us doing this podcast is sometimes we tend to focus on things that are a little more local, a little more easy to find where we are, but pretty much the Apothic is in all places.
Yes.
Or in many more places than many things that we try. Yeah. So if you are interested in trying this after you hear what we have to say, you should be able to find it at probably your local Total Wine or
Target even
or Trader Joe's.
Target.
I've seen it at Walgreens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty easy to come by.
This bottle is usually right around $12 to $15, depending on where you get it. Like I said, so it's not super expensive. This one is vintage 2017.
Okay.
It is almost 16% alcohol.
That's pretty high for a wine.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So definitely.
What did Uncle Ned do?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good. I'm glad you got that.
You were going Family Ties, right?
Yeah, I was, of course.
All right,
yeah.
All right. Just making sure.
But yeah, I love a lot of the things that they do. Like I said, is it my favorite wine? No, but it definitely, I know the profile I'm going to get out of it. And when I'm in the mood for that jammy, just kind of super, I really do enjoy these.
But it's the poll winner as well. So,
and it is the poll winner.
So we're in the mood for it this week. For this episode, we are in the mood for it.
We have actually had another barrel-aged red wine. If you go in the archives at AboutBeverages.com, or if you go on our look back here on YouTube, if you're watching us there, we appreciate that if you hit the subscribe button. If you go back and look for Cooper and Thief. We've also done that one as well. And that one I think we liked, but it was a little pricier. That one's usually around $28 to $30.
Yeah, it's not. I think you got a deal on it. You had a coupon or something, but usually it does run in the mid-20s.
Yes, I think I got it down to 20 because of that. I think I got it at Cost Plus or something at the time. But yeah, this one, the Apothics in general, much more affordable. There's another Apothic I'd like to try that I have not. There's one where they actually use cold brew coffee somehow with it.
Really?
I forget what that one's called, but I was like, that just seems weird enough that we should try it because that's what we do here.
Of course, that's what we do.
That's what we do. Try and let you know if you should spend your dollars on those things. Pretty dark, like blackberry.
Pretty dark, yeah. Some purplish,
yeah,
purple, dark red. Yeah. I should have realized this sooner, but I realized this probably my first sip and sniff of red wine in months.
I
haven't had anything.
Kind of thinking recently. That, I know that, like I said, because you're definitely in a lot of ways a seasonal drinker. You definitely,
especially with wine.
Yeah, you definitely break that mold when it comes to beer. But in general, even with beers, you're like, I'm just more in the mood for these things right now, just because of the weather and stuff. But yeah, reds. I know we've been talking about this for a few weeks now, and you're kind of like, can we put that off a little bit? I don't know if I'm quite.
But I said I was close.
I'm waiting for it to get under 100 degrees here in southern Arizona, and then
still waiting.
Yeah, still waiting. Still waiting.
But it's got some very nice fruit. I get some raspberry, maybe another dark fruit in there as well. First, and then the alcohol does. I do get the alcohol. I get the heat even on the nose there.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, there is some lighter whiskey notes. There's a little bit of oaky. There's a little bit of sweet. I agree with the raspberry. Maybe even a little cherry. There's something that seems a little tart. I said in the aroma, like a little pop of that kind of fruit. But yeah, definitely the alcohol. Like as you take a pretty deep sniff, you definitely are like, yeah, there's some heat. There's some alcohol heat.
Yeah, it follows all that other stuff.
Yeah,
or pushes it. However you want to look at it.
It may be lifting some of that stuff up too. Like I said, which definitely sometimes the alcohol can do. But it smells very good. It definitely it smells as I would expect.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree. I like the body. Got some good mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
Got some good fruit.
More the heavier, darker kind of fruit.
Yeah, there's a little maybe spiciness from the whiskey barrels, or from the little like lower spicy. The heat's not bad; it's there, but it's not overwhelming. I don't think.
Yeah, it was a little more overwhelming in the nose than actually, like I said, actually drinking it. Like I said, it blends in fairly nice. I think probably because of the body that you talked about.
Yeah, that probably helps out.
Definitely some whiskey spice at the back. I would agree. Like I said, there's a little bit of that kind of fruit. I don't get, like I said, there was something cherry-like that I was getting in the nose. I'm not getting in the taste as much, or it's just balanced. It might be balanced in there a little more. I'm definitely getting the raspberry and some of those heavier, like blackberry and some of those things. And the body's good. It's very good. That's very, very a little frighteningly drinkable at that alcohol. And
yeah, that next sip there, I'm getting a little bit more of it, but maybe it's building a little bit, but it's not overwhelming. But that is very good. It's got a good, not like a perfectly balanced or blended, but it's got a good enough balance of all of that stuff that it kind of flows together well, and the body's good. Like I said, that's what especially as it does start to get a little colder from red wine. I like that body on there, and that's good.
I would agree. I think this definitely screams for food though. Like you definitely need some cheeses or something like that. Like some wines you kind of drink on their own or you enjoy. I think this one like really like wants you to have something else to pair this off of. It's not heavy. There's not like heavy tannins, so it needs food. No, but the flavors, because to me there's so much flavor in here. Like after each sip, like you said, it builds a little bit, but not too much. But after each sip, it's like I'd like to have a bite of something, so that I can almost go back to it. Always keep going back to it with a fresh palate. Whereas if you're having a Pinot or something like that, you can probably just keep drinking that.
Yeah,
you do pair that with those things, but that's really good. I like that. I like that a lot.
Very good.
Definitely delicious. And what is also delicious is our website.
Definitely good.
Magically delicious.
They're magically delicious.
Is our website, AboutBeverages.com. That is where you can find everything that we have done for the last 12 years. 12 years.
12.
We're almost teenagers with our website. It's going to be, the teens are going to be bad. They're going to be real bad. There are going to be some weird reviews. So watch us now when we're still just impressionable 12-year-olds. So definitely check that out if you want to. If you only want the latest videos and not maybe everything we've ever done, just the latest and greatest, and want to know when they can, when new stuff is available and come right to your inbox, please subscribe to us on YouTube. That would be super nice. We'd appreciate it. Just hit the subscribe button down there. It does not cost you a thing. But it does a lot for us, so we would appreciate that. If you only want audio, that's awesome too. Go to iTunes, go to Spotify, Google Podcast, anywhere that you use a podcast app, or like listen to your podcast. Just search for About Beverages. We are more than likely there. We are About Beverages everywhere,
including the 3 pillars.
The 3 pillars.
The 3 pillars
Trace
of social media, which are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which is the one we use most frequently. You will find us on there, keeping you up to date, letting you know what's going on throughout the week. In fact, just a little bit ago, I tweeted to let everyone know we were going to be live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, as we are most Thursday nights from about 5:30 Pacific or 5:30, 6 o'clock Pacific time. We'll let you know when we will be doing that. And that's when we record our podcasts. It's when we interact with our viewers and chat about obviously things beverage, but also things that are not beverage as well. Lots of discussion comes up, food a lot, sports a lot, other things, and just, lots of crazy behind the scenes shenanigans, things that we will do. Also, as I mentioned, Andrew will let you know when and what he will be doing throughout the week is, yes, in relating to gaming. Sometimes it's watching new releases on the latest, the Sony 8 Sony PlayStation 8. Oh, wait, no.
That'll be in about 10 years from now.
Okay, yeah. So there's that kind of stuff, or what games you're going to be playing, and yeah, he'll let you know what's going on there. So follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.